Right, again, just take a seat. What else do we need for this? Yeah, med ball. Med ball in a moment. I just want you to use your thumbs and just kind of just where we might normally do with the lacrosse ball, but I find on occasions you don't feel the pain like you will if you just go manually. So I'm just kind of in between the lower and upper calves, kind of mid part of your calves where they join, the soleus and the gastrocnemius, and just laying some pressure there. You're going to need the ankles to be mobile tonight, and one of the restrictions is the tight calves. Just have a little play around that line. Maybe go to the Achilles next. I'm going with 2 thumbs myself, quite close together. I'm just kind of pushing them deep into the tissue and then just moving them around slightly. Oh, it's things like this at times you can't really get with the lacrosse ball. I'm sure a guy's getting licked by a puppy right now in the face as we do this. And then have a little play upper calf and just have a feel. If it doesn't feel like much, then go back down, and I'm not feeling much high up. Maybe the Achilles area. The more pressure you put down, obviously, the more you're going to feel. So it depends how brave you are tonight, eh? So all in all, we've got about 10 exercises to run through. Whether or not we do 1 or 2 sets, we'll see. Okay, switch to the other leg. I'm going to use your rhythm and flow tonight with these weights. Try and keep the tension in place as we need throughout. Quite a lot of swinging moves. So I'll get warm, I won't lie to you. This is not crazy hot outside, but it's warming up. Could go with knuckles with this, if the thumbs get a little bit tight like mine. I really feel for people that do massage for a living. Oh, wow. Woo. Yeah, if you're going to spend time on it, guys, a little bit lower down, if you will. Oh, woo. Hope you all had a good weekend. You've been keeping well. I wish my other half was with us tonight for a bit of banter. It's not the same anymore on a Monday night without her. She said she was going to actually do this class online, but I didn't see her then, so she said she would, you know, one of them. I probably said, I won't see you there. Maybe she's tuned in late and she's scowling at me now. All right, a little bit longer on that second card. Okay, now you got options for the next one. I'm going to use a lacrosse ball and get into the glute med. If you haven't got one of your balls, then just go to the med ball, the usual one. Get the hard surface. We don't need to fold the leg across if you're on the lacrosse. But try and have the pelvis tip to about 45 and slowly drift around and try and get into those top areas. Ooh. Interesting when you don't do these ones regularly, like me, you use a med ball a lot more. And I feel a difference, don't you? Okay, what I propose we do is a little bit of a glute stretch on this side once we've finished the actual release. We'll do the wishbone stretch. Oh. Ooh. I mean, if you're being really brave there, you're not feeling it so much, you can bring that leg across like we do with the med ball. And that's a 8 out of 10, no doubt. Oh. Okay, let's switch. In fact, not switch. Bring yourself up there gently. Keep the leg folded or fold the leg on top. What you're going to do. So this is the side that I've just released, is my right side. I'm going to reach through the gap Insert the fingers, grab the back of your left hamstring, bring your head down. Two things. Firstly, we pull the leg back a touch, and then I'm going to use my right elbow to push the right knee away, almost like a wishbone, right? I'm trying to pull the knees apart slightly. Just push and hold. And release. And again, do that one more time. So gentle pull without lifting the bum off the floor again. Keep that slight anterior tilt. Just pull back. That should be enough stretch. And I'm just using that elbow just to push the leg away from me, just to open up the hip a touch. Woo! A little bit tight there tonight. Okay, let's do the same on the other side. So the release followed by a quick stretch. Do a little bit of quads after this, and then we'll get going. I appreciate we've only got 50 minutes. Quite a lot to get through. What could be the dribble coming from upstairs? Out to back. So as usual, slow intuitive movements when we're on a spot. Ultimately, just hold on there. I'm going to try and bring that leg up, but that's not too much on the left side. It is a bit harder. 4. Yikes. Chest the pain. If you're on a lacrosse ball, keep it quite high up. If you're on the med ball, you can have a little play around with all of the glute. Twin extend. Woo! So let yourself relax when you're on a painful spot. That's a challenge. Busy all weekend at the house, moving stuff out, moving stuff in the boxes, non-stop. All there. Ooh, I hope you found somewhere like this. That's a 9, 9.5. Okay, a little bit longer. We need the glutes going, so that the more pain you can endure on this, the better. With that said, though, I'm going to come off there. Right, same on the other side. Let's keep the folded leg. Lift, grab the left leg. A gentle pull with a gentle press at the same time. It's quite a challenge, so maybe do it for a few counts and then relax again, okay? One more time. Create that pressure. Okay. You're going to be brave now, back with the med ball. Okay, ITband with a little bit of the anterior. So we're starting quite high up. Whoa, with balance. Okay. So side on. Leg in question stretched out, and then let's just start to become a little bit more passive. Relax. If it's a little bit too much for anyone watching, just tilt your body forward like we do the anterior. Or maybe have a little play around with both on each area. And bit by bit, just keep moving it down the leg. Try and refrain from moving too much if you can help it. I feel more on the anterior 45 than I do the ITband. You might be different. You go to where you feel it most. A little bit longer. So just shy of the knee now. Those little fascial areas are getting really distorted. On most, if not all of us. So just be brave there for a few seconds. Breathe through it. Okay, awesome. Let's do it as we did with the glute and followed by a quick stretch. Let's maybe tend to that stretch first, and we'll do the other leg. So the leg you've just been on is the behind leg. If you've got the wall at your disposal, go straight there, or a chair. I'm just going to do this one with the balance, he says, and I'll watch me fall over now. So I'll still achieve the same thing, but with that leg pull. You can hold the leg or the foot with the same side arm, or you can bring the other arm across. But go quite heavy on the posterior tilt with the heel drag, with the navel folded, with the rib cage extended. So we're upright, lifting. You can always edge the hips forward slightly, a slight drift forward with all that held together if you wish. Oh, there you go, med balls help, haven't they? Quite a lot of core, quite a lot of elevation in the ribs. Okay, let's do the same sequence on the other side, yeah? And then we'll practice the first move like we normally do, and we'll go through it, we'll coach it, we'll do it together. Maybe do 1 or 2 sets, see how we feel. So the first exercise, just to give you a little heads up, you could use any of the dumbbell, the kettlebell, or actually I'm going to use a med ball for it. So we're going to do the practice of the precursor to the slam ball, if you will, which I know I've coached you all in-house with that. So we're going to pick up the ball or the kettlebell or the dumbbell, and we're just going to slow the move down and try to achieve some serious extension in our spine as we hold that weight overhead. We're just going to do everything but throw it down, okay? So no throwing it on the floor with dumbbells or kettlebells, you'll be pleased to know, on your lovely carpet, so your wooden floors. We're just going to articulate, and we're going to hold the stance, we're going to challenge the balance, and we're going to ultimately just try and stretch the anterior line of our body, okay? Not until this leg's done and stretched. So we're halfway through this second leg. Just keep asking yourself, is that leg relaxed to the best of your ability? You know, always take just a little bit more load off and come with that train of thought. And when you're adjusting, I would give yourself a little bit of leverage off the ball as you move it, pass it down the leg. Okay, so last little one where we're kind of not far away from the knee. It's quite a challenge on the upper body to hold this position, however. Letting that leg go, just another ounce with every second, just let it ride, let it ride. Feel the pain increase, you manage it. Adapt to this, adapt to these releases and feel the benefit from it. So another 10 seconds, if you want to just keep letting that leg become more passive with every ticking second. With breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, noticeable difference on my right and my left there. Okay. Suddenly got a bit warmer in this room. Balance. There it is. So engage your core, hold that body upright, tilt the pelvis, heel drag at the same time. Whoa, good 5 seconds each time you're holding it. Just keep checking in, we're holding all those areas I mentioned to you with keeping the breath. Do that a couple more times. Oh, okay, one more. So bring it all upright, elongate, heel drag with the tilt. 4, 3, 2, 1. Owie, owie, owie. Okay, right, let's go. Let's move. Okay, so first one. Maybe we don't do this without anything first. Just you and your clothes on, I hope. Okay. So the idea being, we're going to squat to pick something up, okay? If you will, visualize that ball or that dumbbell or that kettlebell in front of you. Traditional squat, guys, nothing different, just how we address the stance, to be fair. So get it all nice, looking nice and pretty, everything pointing in that straight line. Okay, into the head. This is the trick then. So with minimal flexion in your back, you pick it up. Squat down. So pick up that imaginary object. I want you to hold the squat and bring that object in towards your breastbone, touch your chest there. Now from there, we push into the heels, keep the tummy engaged. We go up from the squat. Now this is about the pace we're going to do it as well. We want full leg extension. Then the weight in question comes overhead, overhead, overhead. And I want you to extend just your thoracic spine at this point. So trying to flip things forward. If anything, switch on that posterior tilt. Drag the navel in and allow the ribs and the shoulders to elevate. And at that point, I don't mind the hips coming forward slightly in this regard, okay? But just be aware, guys, it's not a big move, and the more you travel those hips forward, the more I'm going to really connect the dots at that posterior tilt. So if I'm here, my hips coming forward, but I'm trying to go more posterior tilt. What you will find, you will feel this now if you're practicing this properly, you'll feel a nice stretch going up through here, through that stomach wall. Okay, that stretch will be minimized, however, if you just hinge on here. Okay, so those of you that do Pilates, it's very much like a swan kind of dive, or the swan stretch, but so we're going to keep that posterior tilt. Let's practice that one more time. So deep squat, keep that tummy engaged, pick it up, pull it in towards you first, then we extend like a lovely flower growing. We can hit the vertical plane here, ankles, knees, hips, shoulders in that line. Bring the arms overhead. Now tilt the pelvis posteriorly as we try and extend your ribs and kind of hinge from the shoulder blade, so to speak, here. Okay, then we're going to bring it down, we're going to put it. So we're going to do everything but the slam, but this bit. Okay, to finish that move off. To potentiate some big lift and some deep compressive work there. Okay, right, let's try it. Do it in your own time, you don't necessarily need to follow me. This is a 3 kilo ball. I don't want to be too sweaty for my class tonight when they all come in. The deep squat, grab it, pull it in. Now we articulate. Slowly hold. Do not let the hips come forward just yet. Bring the arms overhead. Elevate the ribs, keep the posterior tilt. Like your ribs are lifting high away from your hips. Hold that tension out. We bring the arms overhead, in fact. Yeah. Let's not bring it behind. Let's keep the pulse. Ribs, navel pulled in with the posterior tilt. If you allow the hips to come forward again, make sure you've got that tilt. Bring it down. Try it again. Feel free to try with the dumbbell, feel free to try with the heavy weight. So down, pull it in, here, heels in the floor now, grow. Keep the core bracing as you slowly articulate. Arms up. Right up, shoulders elevate, ribs elevate, navels pulled in. Now exit hips forward as you extend your thoracic spine. You do not push it forward and jam into your lower back. Oh, right. Level 2, we do the same again this time, guys. I want you to go into your toe bridge. So when we get to the top of that position and we're here, I want you to roll up and lift your heels off the floor. But like I've said to you guys before when you were in house, let's say that's your big toes here. I want you to keep your big toes down, lift up, and then lift your little pinky toes up to the ceiling, okay? And that will really challenge your balance. So take your time with it. Take your time with it. Even if you just get about 3 or 4 of these done. So again, a retrace. Pull the ball in, roll up, keep the core braced, arms overhead, pause here. Extend the ribs, lift, posterior tilt. The last thing you do at that point is elevate your heels, pause here. Check the ribs are up, the shoulders are up, the ball is reaching to the ceiling. Now, lift your little pinky toes up and hold that balance. Keep the core braced. Oh, woo, sweaty. Do that 2 more at about that pace, okay? So imagine, if you will, you're lying on your front, yeah, like a dart. You want to be almost feeling like your whole body is lifting just from the shoulder blades, okay? Just from the hips from the back. Okay, a couple more. Nice, slow and steady with this. Just warming our body up. Articulate. Hold the leg. Reach. Elevate the ribs. Draw the navel in. Really pull that tummy button as much as you can with the posterior tilt. Then we roll up. Feel the scapula, the shoulder blades elevate. Don't let your little toes down on the floor. Keep them up. Challenge the balance. Extend, extend, extend. Oh. Okay, one more. 4. So allow the back to flex a little bit here, but then we grow up, grow up. Here we go. Align it, lift it. Let's get those little pinky toes off the floor. Make sure you're heavily biased to the front of your balls of your feet. Big toes. Oh, brain fire, eh? So much going on. Okay, be a little bit taller now. Good. Okay, kettlebell work. First one. Again, let's just dry run this first without the weight. So when you go in your split stance, let me think about this. So let's swing, there, step. Okay, left leg in front, right leg behind. There's the weight. And let's try and kind of bring forward all that good work we've done in relation to your posture and that stance from the start. Okay, the big decompress. Okay, so the kettlebell's going to swing through the leg. So let's just go slowly through. It's going to swing through the leg each way here. With the hip hinge as we get through there. As the weight's coming back up, you're going to step the right foot forward and you're going to do your row. So it's a step with row. Step back, hinge here. Note the shin bone and that vertical point. Really address that, the angle on the femur. Come up, step, pull. And just notice you get the step pull. I know some of you like the thoracic spine, so I want you to keep it really open through the front. Let's try that with the weight. So I'm not necessarily looking at reps or sets, I'm just going to have a play around. Okay, so right leg in front. Again, just get the tension before we start. Get that lift. Okay, go it through. There's a step. Pull. Back again. There. It's all about the left glute, this guys, if you've got the weight in your right hand. Watch the little sway of the hips once you step and pull here, try and nail that position, none of that. Okay? None of that. That will only almost like you're stepping in a wall. Just simple stuff to begin with, stuff you guys have done with me for some time now. Look at the angle, look at the knee, if you can see yourself in that reflection. So it's not overwork, I mean, it's just nice, smooth flow. Woo! Left glute, pretty much getting work there. Let's try that on the right. On the right leg, sorry, on the left. Okay, so this is all about that right glute. Again, before you even start going through the move, yeah, I get that some of you know this move, we've done it, but let's just strip it back. Elevate. Quality over quantity. Get the stance. There's the little hinge. There's a step and a pull. Add that arm reaching forward with the right. Imagine, if you will, you've got like a band attached to the right one behind you. So as you step forward with the left leg, just punching on that band, like we're doing it in here. With the right glute working, you're just getting really familiar with this bit. This bit there, see the lack of shin movement. My front leg, step, punch. Keep the core braced, keep the elevation in the ribs, everything's lifted up. Okay? So do match it out left and right. And can we just go back again to the right side? Kind of minimize the rest and get the heart, keep the heart rate up. To get the stance, it's that throw. And if you're like me, you'll probably feel a little bit easier on one side than the other. I feel more connected. So I'm gonna maybe do a few less on this side. I'm gonna concentrate on the side, being the other side, obviously, that I feel personally I need to work him on. So with that said, if this is your weak side, then do the few extra reps on that weak side. Take your time, just give yourself a few seconds at the start to get everything in position. And move. And make this now your workout, right? You do you. Remember, as you step and pull, I want that thoracic extension as your normal position. Hey, one thoracic extension here. We don't minimize how much you do this with a rubbish flex spine. I'm actually looking at you guys. Feel the glute working? Rhythm and timing with this. Couple more. But you do you. Feel like my abs done a plank all that way through. So a lot of it you can bring in yourself, right? Okay. This time, instead of coming through the middle with the kettlebell or the dumbbell, you're going to go into a lateral swing, okay? But as it comes back up, you're going to quickly jump switch the legs. So it's going to look like, right, we'll all practice it. Left leg in front, there's your imaginary kettlebell. Let's just do this slowly. So you're going to come through here, exactly the same hip action what was happening before, with the vertical shin. As it comes up, you're going to do your pull row, but you're going to do the switch stance. There, yeah? You're going to quickly jump switch the stance back and return. So again, practice it without the weight. So a lateral swing, there, there. You get me? Keep this in, keep this lifted. Just be careful as well when we throw the weight forward for the next rep, don't overthrow it. Okay, you just want a gentle push here. Smooth work. Quick pull, gentle push. Okay? Try that. Just briefly on the other side. So right leg in front. There's the stance. There's it. Hold it out as best you can. Lateral swing. Again with the hip hinge, keep the vertical shin. Jump switch. Back. Very similar arm actions from what you were just doing earlier, but we're not coming through the legs, we're coming across. There. Just quite a dynamic one when we get going. Watch again, you don't overthrow the way back. Smooth here, bang, pull. Smooth release, quick switch, pull. Okay? Let's do this. So I'm going to start with my right arm. Left leg in front. And which way to kind of visualize it for you guys there. So both legs slightly bent. Again, let's try this. So here. So the quick switch and pull is quite quick. It's a smooth return. Smooth back. Keep the core braced, think of the elevation. Two more. And those glutes. Again, a right hammering. Oi, oi, oi. Okay. Maybe we do 2 sets each side. Let's see if one side feels a little bit more familiar than the other. The right leg is in front. Again, coming across the right leg. Watch you don't take the knee out, please. Quick switch pull. Smooth return. Again, check in with your core. Look at the alignment here. Not so much on the back leg, but that front leg. Yeah, I feel totally weak on this right side. Okay, 2 more. And we'll go back and repeat. You know what? You can notice it when you start to tire, the limbs are not moving in the correct places, and you can see it. And for God's sake, please stop. Yeah? Maybe do an extra on the other side. Let it rest, let it recover. Oh, I've got the added benefit of the aircon here, so I'm not getting heated up. Get a breath back. Okay, left leg in front, right leg behind. Don't go straight into it. Let's just address this. So try and keep the legs in the same position there. Look, ribs. Because usually when I see people cue, the more I'm seeing them in house now, as I'm saying now, lift up through the spine. The legs then kind of straighten out like that. To keep it soft, then element there. Yeah? Big lift. Swing. Let's do it. Nice and light on the toes as well, on the heel, yeah? No, you don't need to hear yourself doing this stuff. Watch your dog, guy. Don't stand on Ruby. In fact, with this annoying guy, friend. Ruby! Ruby. Hi, Ruby. Jumping all over you now. That was just my get out clause to stop working for a minute. Carry on. Oh, I've lost it, sorry. I just have visions of Guy instead of picking up a dumbbell, picking up his little puppy. Okay, sorry. Where were we? Yes, kettlebell. Nice and light on that switch change, yeah? Really light and controlled. Imagine that band again behind you, punch it, stretch it. You need a big grip on the kettlebell here to pull it in. Oh, I'm done. I feel myself going. Fill in the blank. planked. 4. Right. Sweat towel. Sweat towel, yes, please. Okay, moving on. Right. This is my style. Rhythmic dumbbell pass with switch stance and half lunge jumps. Yeah, you know that one. I think I've highlighted rhythmic, so I want to be in some rhythm with it. It's not so clunky. Okay, take the kettlebell on your right hand. So this is the kind of a little teaser to the lunge, because I don't need to be dropping it right down like that. Okay, I only want it to drop about a quarter to a half of that. Okay, what's going to happen is you're going to literally pass the kettlebell from that stance, so the feet are going to switch, and you're going to pass the kettlebell, almost throw it, be careful, into the other hand as you switch. So again, let's start with the weight in your right hand, just past your right leg, and we're going to almost curve this up like a little semicircle. Okay, so let's get a little bit of swing going, and as I catch, I'm going to switch the stance. It goes from here, lots of core, there, just first all, and then we can start to create a little bit of depth with this. In fact, can we bring it, instead of swinging it, I just thought this, we go more of this, so you're kind of pushing it up and over. So keep the forearm, keep the elbow kind of facing the ground there. Little pass there, little pass, and you get some depth with this. And I can also bring a little bit of lateral flexion into that, right? Again, we keep the core tight, we keep the TV on, we should have enough mobility. Here, like that, quick switch, and then just get a rhythm. Flow with it. Get a little bit of depth now on these jumps. A little bit more depth. Try and keep your forearm vertical. Woo. I'm going to come back to that. You feel free to carry on while I'm working out. Serious cardio. A lot of big muscle groups working to the cores there. Right, can we try that again? Unless you're still obviously going. There, yeah. Do it again. Right, there we go. So sink it in, a little bit of flexion, going up, leg extends, that quite quick jump. Get a natural breather with it. Don't go too low on the lunge, we've got the lunges at the end. Flexion with the rhythmic movement. Yeah, I like that. Hopefully more than you did. I'm sorry, hopefully you liked it more than I. Right. Whoa. Sweat towel. Okay. One more on the swings. I'm going to go with a smaller weight. Unless I could rest for longer, which you wouldn't appreciate, I would go heavier. Go with these minimal rests. Okay. So it's going to go. Let's practice it slowly. You got another one on the lateral swing. Here, as the weight comes back, rather before we were stepping and pulling, instead of the step, it's going to be knee raise. There. Yeah, with rotation. There. Step back. Chop. And how do you feel at that point? Are we still balancing it? Or the hips push forward, compressing the back. There. Vertical lines. There. Check your reflection. Ankle, knee, hip, and then drag it in. Lift it up, shoulders up as well. Yeah? Oh, glutes on fire. There, articulate. Like we were doing at the start, holding that ball, right? Lift it up. Step it back. Chop. Whoop, lift. Again, look sideways on, so get giveaway if your hips coming forward on T-really. Big difference between firing up the glutes here and compressing the back there. Couple more. I can even reach the other arm out, why not? Let's try that on the other side. Whoa. I have to think tonight, eh? It's good. So right leg in front. Again, just dial it in slowly. So I'm just checking in on there. As it comes up, I'm raising that leg. And I'm also checking, I've got a vertical stance. I'm elongated. And I can also have the other arm out, why not? Swing, smooth flow. I'm on in front or overhead, whatever, float your boat. I can't stress enough, I want you to maintain all those elements through the move. Not working, I'm alright. Must be drift my hips forward, let's check here. It'll be more harder for you to balance with that leg vertical, guys. Probably a lot easier for you to add to a shift. Oh, it's hard looking at the camera side when I'm doing it, I can't. Go there. Oh, yowzers. Okay, let's move it on. Just one round of that. I get a nice new funky abdominal exercise, okay? I only practice this on my own, so don't judge me. You need a bit of floor space. Okay, in fact, let's all try this without the weight, please. It's a little bit kind of Turkish gelt prep, mixed with a funky press, and yeah, we'll go through it. So if you will, lie down on your deck. Good luck, guy, with this one. I can see it now. I can see the dog all over. Okay, let the legs tilt to your left and kick the right leg over like that. Okay, so you're gonna have a weight in your right hand. Okay, so visualize that weight. Keep the forearm vertical. What's going to happen is you're going to kind of slide the right leg back like that. You're going to pull the left leg in as you bring yourself up like this. There. So let me show you again. The leg's going to scissor, so it looks like this in real time. There. Scissor them back. Right leg across. Swipe the right leg as you articulate. Bring yourself up. The left knee pulls in and your arm extends here. I don't mind if the right foot is on the floor at that point or sliding off there. So here, little scissors with the legs. There. Scissor the legs. Have the weight. Pull. Tough one. I'm going to use a little bit of momentum here. There. So your midpoint, the right arm is overhead, your right leg is long, your left leg is pulled in like that. Yeah? You're going to slide the left leg in as you articulate back down. You're going to lean to the left and slide the right leg over the top. And again, one more. Slide, scissor, pull. Just that configuration of the legs from here to there, there, to there, okay? With the press. Let's try that with the push. Awesome one, it kind of hits a lot of the fascial slings. Might just take us a few weeks to really nail the exercise itself. So, lying on the left side with my right arm down. See what this feels like with the weight. Same again. There. Tall spine. Bring it down. And when we get it nailed in, you can really kind of get that swinging legs press. Control back down. And again. Yeah. Oh, we got this one down in now. Up, so. And slide around like a break dancing here. Oh, the abs are killing. Two more. Yeah? Oh. I love the one weight stuff. It's awesome. Okay, so let me get a bit. Really frazzled from thinking as well. Right, let's do as we did on the other side. So let's practice without the weight first. A little point in learning something new and going straight for the jugular. So the left leg's over my right arm. There's the weight of my left arm. Okay? I'm going to swing the legs first. The left one comes out, the right one comes in, the arm extends there. Articulate with core control. Left leg over the right, left arm ready, sweep the left leg back, pull the right leg in and reach. Yeah? We got that one? Let's try it with a weight. Really good weight working on. It's as close to you'll get doing a crunch with us at body weight, put it that way. Okay, left side. The left over the right. Bring yourself down, bring the arm down. We start off with the little legs first, then you peel. So my right leg's pulling in, my left leg's along, my left arm is over. Control it, switch it. You cannot let those core muscles relax, guys. Keep it pulled in. Woo! Yowzers. Oh, on this hard floor, it feels like a good glute release as well. Make sure you've got a weight that matches capabilities in this move. 2 more. Oh. Wow. Yikes. Okay. Just for a bit of fun. Matrix push-ups. Or if you don't want to bring your hands down on the deck, take the heaviest weight option you've got in that supine position, and I want you to do the single hand press with the same leg extension on that side, okay? You've all done that with me now. So you could do either of those. I'm going to go old school. So remember, we've got 6 hand positions on these, okay? So let's suppose we do the 6. Slow on the eccentric lowering, quicker on the push. Change hand position, so we'll do all 6. Have a little breather, and we'll repeat. So all I'm asking of you guys is 12 push-ups. Okay, if you don't have dumbbell on, obviously one side, maybe look for 12 on each side. Okay, right, you ready? I'm not. This one's going to really cook me out. So, neutral hands, but quite a wide position. Legs out long, again, go knees if you need to. Look down at the thumb line, draw a line between those elbows, thumbs, and slowly bring your chest, your nipple line down towards us like that line. Pause, push up. Bring the right hand in front of the left, pause. The longer I hold you in this plank position, the better. Slowly down, about 3 to 5 seconds, pause, push it back. Now the left hand in front of the right. Again, keep the core brace, keep that thoracic extension on, all the way through. Fingers turned out. Okay, number 4. Slow down, follow me, don't get ahead of me on these, don't get ahead of me, hold it, push it up. Fingers turn towards each other now. Again, slowly drop. 3, 2, 1, push. Tough cookie, close grip. Tuck the elbows in towards each other. They graze the ribs here. Pause. Push. Oh. Did I say 2 sets? What a fool. Okay, if you're doing a dumbbell press, you need to switch sides. Now is the time. I've got no towel with me over there. I've got the paper towel and I've bits all over here. Oh, it's tough. Okay, slow it down, okay? Even if I'm talking too long, just hold the plank. Right, second set. 6 are the best, okay, gang? Let's do this. Extend, right, drop it down. 3, 2, 1, push. Right in front of the left, pause. Check in with all those details. Slowly drop. 3, 2, 1, push. Left in front of the right. Again, check in with your form. 3, 2, 1. It's getting tough now. Woo! Fingers out, turned out, quite a wide stance on this one. Again, thumb line, look at it, bring the nipples towards our line. 3, 2, 1, push. So again, go on, penultimate one. Last one, this solid up, slowly down, follow me. Pause it. Noses. I actually had 3 sets written there, but you know what? If you want to do any extra when I log out, I ain't going to stop you. Okay, right. I did mention the lunge. You're going to need a dumbbell or a kettlebell for this one. And let's just go straight to it. I've realised the time. Good one to finish on. We did this one last week, I believe, or the week before. So, let me talk you through it while we do it. So, weight in your right hand. Right leg in front of your left. This is body fit, not less. I know you can all get that deep position, so we can get down in that deep lunge position, please. Okay, it's going to be a quick jump up to the top, and as you get to the top, you're going to switch the stance over. Okay, so let's just get that bit in first. So from here, a lot of core work, both hands on the weight, you're going to jump up and switch the stance. There, yeah? Now, because that leg's in front, I'm going to bring the weight here. I'm going to take 2 steps forward. 1. On the second one, double chop. Then you're going to bring it back and step back 3 times. 1 with rotation. 2 on the 3rd step. Lo and behold, that's where we started. There. Okay, and again, jump it up, switch the stance. 1, second one you chop. 1, 2, third one step back, you lower it down. And again, jump up. 1. So 1, chop. 1, 2, 3. I'm going further away. 1. 1, 2, 3 down, all the way through again. Keep that tummy hold out. Keep the rib cages up. Let's do 2 or 3 more of these. So as you jump up, switch this to the other shoulder. There. 1. Second one, shot. 3 back. 1, 2, 3. Back where you started from. 2 more. It's a brute. 1 more. Ribs up. Elevate the shoulders. All the way. Cool. Little rest. Let's repeat that on the other side. Party over. Got through all 10. Good. Okay. Woo. Left side. I need to cool off after this. Sweating calves. Got a class on in like 3 minutes. Here we go. Quick switch at the top. 1. Chop the second. 1, 2, 3. Crank it down. And again, quick switch at the top. Switch the shoulders. 1, 2. Just working them slings. How cool do we feel on this? Are we nailing it? Nailing the posture, the positions. I reckon 3 more for me. And the hard work is keeping the abs on all the way through. Okay guys, one more. Nail the core, best one of the lot here. And crank it down. Job well done. Sweat box here. Well done, guy. Not feeling bad for that.